Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Central Valley Talk, the weekend edition. We're broadcasting live right now on YouTube TV, Facebook, Instagram, and of course our home, CentralValleyTalk.com. Look at that bunny. Hello, bunny. How are you? Thanks to my director, Michael, for pulling the strings. You know, Easter is a huge, huge holiday. And if you are looking for a great service to check out, I have just the idea for you as Easter is tomorrow. Joining us live via Zoom right now is Pastor Brad with People's Church in Fresno. Hi, Pastor.
Hey, good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you. Happy early Easter.
Happy early Easter.
So tell me, what do you guys have planned for tomorrow? And before that, I know that you guys have already been doing some Good Friday events, so you've been busy.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot. We yesterday had a Good Friday communion gathering, had scores of people at that. And then last night we had what's called a spring fling, kind of our version of an Easter egg hunt this year. Had Easter eggs and stuff for the family and kids and superheroes and Easter bunnies and food trucks. So we did all that last night. Tonight at 6 and tomorrow morning at 9 and 11, we have our online options. So if people want the online gathering and don't feel comfortable coming out or are unable to for some reason, they can do that. That's Saturday at 6, Sunday morning at 9 and 11. Tomorrow on property, we have actually a sunrise service or a sunrise gathering. That's completely different than the other gatherings. I'll actually be doing that one. So at 7:30, we're in a tent outside, and it's just a wonderful opportunity to connect with people and celebrate Jesus being risen. And then we have we're calling it a COVID-friendly free continental breakfast. I think I said that right. But right after that outdoor gathering, there'll be a continental breakfast that's free to everyone, COVID-friendly, meaning all individual areas. And then we have our Easter gatherings at 9 and 11, and those are in the auditorium and the G.L. Johnson Chapel. And yeah, that will be our main Easter gatherings at 9 and 11. Pastor Dale will be speaking, and those are always huge, wonderful gatherings.
Now, you guys are located on Cedar, kind of near Herndon and Alluvial. Is that right?
Right. Yep, absolutely. We're everybody kind of says at times we're on Cedar and Herndon. We're not on Herndon, but we're on Cedar. So if you kind of turn right there and you're off of Herndon onto Cedar, you'll see us right away there. Right there, and yep, exactly that. Cedar between Herndon and Alluvial.
And it's super cool because you guys have been working on a beautiful, gorgeous new building. Talk about that.
Yeah, here about 4 years ago, we started the process. 3 years ago, we jumped into it hard, meaning having gone through all the permitting and things like that. We moved a 450-ton building, the G.L. Johnson Chapel, so that it could be more prominent on our property. And then we reoriented the entire property to face Cedar. So we've done all of that, changed the entrance, the roads there. In addition to all of that, built a 40,000 square foot building, so an additional building, and that houses our new lobby area, which has cafe and a lot of different things in it, as well as a 2-story children's building. So the children's building will open later this summer, and the lobby actually opens on April 18th. So here in a couple of weeks, the lobby will be open, and we're all real excited at People's Church to get into this.
You know, I want to talk about this last year, obviously, has been one for the record books due to COVID-19. This Easter, what is the message?
Obviously Easter is always number one, focusing our attention on Jesus, the eternal, not just the temporary, the reality that Jesus Christ went through what he went through for us to have eternal life in him. Sometimes we get kind of hung up on the temporary and lose sight of the big picture. So it's always that. In addition, with all of the COVID activity of the last year, I think Jesus also very much represents new beginnings. I mean, so many of us have, failure, difficulty, hardship, whatever those failures and difficulties may be in our past, including a year like this, which is so, COVID dominated and so many people struggling, not only in the area of finances or things like that, but the emotional, the mental, the depression, all the things that have come out of the social distance, kind of elements of things and being, kind of put in a box a little bit. And so I think this Easter, maybe more than any in my life, I'm 51, is all of those eternal things are still real, but there's something very real, very dynamic about coming out, being together and saying, hey, it's a new day. It's not just spring. We're not just going into summer. It's not just that, but Jesus Christ brings a new day as well. And so we've already seen record attendance, like I said, at our Good Friday communion gathering, and really expecting to see some significant crowds even tomorrow, because I think people are really, especially people of faith, or people, looking for an answer. This Easter season brings a lot of answers.
Well, especially with last Easter, I mean, COVID was
Right.
just blowing up. So, I mean,
Right.
it's, and I think we all have to thank, Jesus for getting us through this time, right? I mean,
100%. There's no question that there has been a lot of difficulties, hardships, catastrophe. I mean, nobody's minimizing that at all. But we've really started internally at People's Church calling it the blessing of COVID, almost like mentally to lock into that. And that is very much due to the fact that there's a lot of things that have come out of COVID that probably never would have had we not had COVID, meaning the COVID experience. For example, at People's Church, we immediately went into what we thought was a couple weeks, if everybody remembers, when all this started, it was a couple weeks just to flatten the curve, and then whatever, here we are 15 months later, still living in this.
Yeah.
In some ways, obviously some easing of it prayerfully, but still in some ways. But we started a whole called PC Cares I Love My City program, and in that window of time, just in that one program that was completely unbudgeted, completely unplanned, the day we really got notification that we were going to shut down in mid-March last year, that everybody was, we started putting together some plans. And honestly, at People's Church, one of the things I'm most proud of is we have served over 1 million hot meals in this window of time. We've started an ongoing ministry. Now every Tuesday on property, there's a full grocery store type experience that's completely free. There's a full clothing experience that's completely free. We've got a new trailer showing up actually this coming Monday or Tuesday to be able to go into more or less fortunate parts of our community, everything from medical to food. And so the amount of blood drives that we have seen happen at People's Church, and the meal ministry and the clothing ministry and book ministries, honestly, you could almost kind of say we probably should have been doing that all along, but it took something like COVID to go, hey, you guys need to get your act together, and not just these other things, but do this stuff. And so for us, it's really been, on many levels, there's been a certain amount of this that has been a blessing.
For people that are maybe on the line as far as looking at God, talking to God, experiencing the Christian religion, would you welcome them to your service tomorrow?
100%. People's Church has always had, like I've said, I've been here 8 years. I know Pastor Dale, our lead pastor, has been here 11 years. And I could speak to, I think, forever, but especially this last window. Our motto very much is, come exactly as you are. We welcome everybody. So the concept that says, hey, I've always seen everybody has a suit and tie and Easter dress and my kids, and I don't have that stuff, come in your shorts. We truly don't care. Okay. You're going to probably see some people in shorts or in shorts. You're going to see some people in black suits, and you're going to see probably some ladies in their Easter dresses. And truth of the matter is Jesus modeled really, really clear. It's not what you look like on the outside that matters. And so we don't spend any time focusing on that. Frankly, we have a lot of people that attend regularly that have yet to even step across the line of faith. They're trying to figure this stuff out. And so one of the things we just say a lot is, let's just take this journey together wherever we're all at. And so maybe I'm somebody who's known the Lord for a long time. I've been a Christian. It's all I've known. Truth matters. I got a long ways to go and a lot to learn. You might be newer to that journey and still trying to figure it out. So let's just, come take the journey together. We're in it together.
All right, so one quick reminder for everybody tomorrow. How can they learn more, and what time's the services again?
Go to our website, www.peopleschurch.org. Obviously, all the information's there, or our Facebook page or Instagram page. A lot of information there, obviously. But our online gatherings are tonight, Saturday night at 6, and Sunday morning at 9 and 11. Our in-person activities tomorrow are our sunrise service in the tent on the North Field at 7:30, we'll help you with that. Just get to the property, we'll get you there. But at 7:30 a.m. and then our main Easter gatherings are at 9 and 11, and there is that free continental breakfast between the sunrise service and the first gathering.
COVID friendly as well.
COVID friendly, free, continental. There's 4 words. I always screw them up.
That's okay. Yeah, say that 10 times fast.
Exactly.
Pastor Brad, happy Easter. Thank you for joining us. And we'd love for you to come back on, say, like around April 15th, April 16th, right before the April 18th kind of expansion party. I guess it's what you'd call it, right?
You got my contact information. I already told you I'll get you buy you coffee and lunch. All you got to do is let me know where and when, and I'll even show up down there by you next time.
Perfect. I love it. Pastor Brad,
All right.
Thank you so much, and happy Easter.
Yep. God bless. Happy Easter.
God bless you. Bye-bye. I'm Austin Reed. We'll be back with more of Central Valley Talk, the weekend edition, coming up in just a bit. Hang tight.